I have now clicked the record button and I get to say, yo, what up? How's it going?
Hello, this month is the long-awaited Power Girl budget build.
Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Ryukyu 2. How cool. So hit me with the pitch. What's going on here?
Well, this time around I wasn't sure what my budget was going to be. But when I pulled her alt form from the pre-release event, I just knew I had to make a deck around her.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So, to reflect the fact that she has this super cool alt art, how about a super cool budget deck?
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it.
And I saved, and since you told me this was going to be a quickie, I saved it in trouble by fishing out all of the order cards from the set.
Perfect. Easy peasy. And so we're only using girl power cards, correct? That's the idea?
That's the idea of my budget build. Take
Love
the
it.
leftovers and put them in the deck.
Okay. So with what you pulled, did you pull a Big Fist Bash?
Yes, I did.
Lucky you. Lucky you. Overhand.
I know, everyone was all ecstatic when I got that card.
Yeah. This card makes me want to really focus on trying to find some really cool mids to play. Things like Turbo Speed Dash. Oh, I thought this was a mid for sure. I thought that was a mid for sure. Yeah, I guess things like Fiery Rush, question mark? She makes this a 7 mid for 7 that they commit to if it hits. That's pretty good. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out the attack lineup, right? Obviously, Big Fist Bash, it doesn't work with her ability because it's got the 3 keywords, but even if it's just a break or 3 mid block, it's worth probably having in here. This card doesn't care about it being a mid. This card does care about a mid attack, so we might have to cut it and just play the really good ones. 6i6 E my Sticky Ball seems pretty good.
Well, I also want to focus on Ryukyu's ability, so I wanted to include as many 1 or fewer keywords as possible.
Oh, it's abilities. It's not keywords, it's abilities. I'm such a goober. Your attack with 1 or fewer abilities gets 2/2. Okay, so let's double check. So this card no longer gets the 2/2. Or it never did, right? It says 1, 2, 3, 4 abilities. This has 1, 2, 3 abilities. This has 1 ability. So this one does get the bonus.
I don't mind a little compromise between Big Fist Bash and Ryukyu's Enhance.
Yeah. I think Big Fist Bash is for sure staying in. It's got Breaker 3 on it, and that's very good, right? I'm just trying to figure out. So Ryukyu's one of those weird characters that I can't actually filter in UVS Ultra 4, right? I actually have to like go in and look at each card because this card doesn't get the +2/+2 from her because this card has 2 abilities. It has Enhance on it here and Deflect, which counts. And so like this card doesn't jive with what Ryukyu is doing. So there might just be like a better idea of something to do, right? Eat My Sticky Balls has 2 keywords, but it only has 1 ability. It only has a 1 hands. So it does get it of here's the 2/2 that we get, right? Fiery Rush. It has 2 abilities. It doesn't get the 2/2. This one has 1 enhance. It does get the 2/2. It does get the 2/2. It does not because it's got combo and enhance. So like a lot of these attacks, this has response and EX. This doesn't work. And so like in order to find the good ones, we got to go through and find the good ones, you know? And see what attacks.
Well, yeah, I also want to focus on as many mid attacks as possible, but I don't want to let her to go to waste.
Yeah, that's how I feel. So we have to find a happy medium between the two of like what attacks are even worth or even work inside the deck, right? This card has 2 abilities. This card has reveal 1 attack. So this card does work. So I'm going to put it in the main board just because it works. This card does not. This card does not. This card does not. This card does not. Does not. Does. Does not. Does. This card does. Grapple does not. This card does. I wish this card has 2 abilities. That card would be very cool. But that card's not a budget card even a little bit. Okay, so I think this got really tough, and we're going to have to leave some stuff on the cutting room floor. Just because of the fact of, like, I don't think we have enough cards to say that everything works, right? Like, Eat My Sticky Balls is a 4 of. This is obvious. Flying Dragon Tackle is a 4 of. Let's look at our block zones. And then this is a 4 of. Our high blocks are the ones that have the one ability on them. That's so silly. We're gonna cut Big Fist. Man, but this is the mid. This is the mid. Wow.
Well, there's actually a very good reason why I wanted to go for an order build.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting for Control and Ready for a Rematch were so useful during the set pre-release.
Yeah, Fighting for Control, it might be the strongest foundation from the set, truthfully. This card is very, very good. So we're just instantly going to slam it at a 4 of. That's simple. That's simple and easy.
And Ready for a Rematch is a guaranteed 6 chuck.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's slam it. It's a 4 of. Okay, so from here, anything that's a rare, we get to keep, right? 'Cause this is a rare. It doesn't get the 2/2, but it's fine. It's got other stuff it's got going on. This makes sense. This works. So, like, we just have to play it. We have to play it. It's a 4 diff that gets the 2/2. It's a 4 high for 7 that does the thing.
Wait, are you sure? Because I thought it was multiple.
So the only ability on the card is Combo Enhance.
Oh, I think I got confused with the added text.
Yeah, so this is just a gate to let you play this. Unless I'm wrong, in which case this got even harder, cuz like this is probably going to be our big saving grace here. I'm going to put this in the... Are all of these cards that you have in the main board also in the sideboard?
Yep.
Like, okay, then I'm going to cut this from the main deck.
The main ones, the ones in the main deck are the ones I already have on hand.
Okay. That's cool enough. This one gets to be a 4 of because it works with our idea. This leaves Big Fist Bash. Okay, you make sense. Sent you the order list with 1 or fewer attacks. Okay. That's very cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Huh. Rough.
Oh, to whoever sent that ability, I'm only doing the spotlight build for all my decks.
Yeah, I mean they didn't know that, and that's the list that they already had. But we can just use our eyes and cut stuff as we need, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's this. Okay, and let's thank you, King Goomba. I do appreciate it. It was very kind of you. Okay, so now let's take a look back at our block zones. Actually, man, the other thing is like looking at... I'll click that again. Looking at like what the attack zone is. There's not a filter for that either, which is silly, right? So we've got 1, 2. This one doesn't count, but we want to play it because it counts and gets the 2/2. This one does not. This one does not, and they're the best high blocks that we have. This one does. So maybe we're supposed to cut Eat My Sticky Balls. Ugh, that feels not great. This is a low attack. This makes sense. This makes sense. If we cut Tuning In, what does this look like now? 26. We can cut a couple more. Block zone. What's our block zones look like? Our block zones don't look terrible. They don't look terrible. 5 and 8. We can cut this by 2 down to 24. And then we cut this by 2 22. This is acceptable in a 5-hander that does not draw cards. We want to be a little attack heavy because we're not drawing anything. And so we have to have our hand a little flooded with attack so that we make sure that we're doing things on our turn.
Oh, it actually fits with how she bulks up into dragon form.
Yeah, I dig that. I dig that fully. From here, let's look at our difficulties. Name a card type, reveal it. This makes sense to be a 4 of. Ready for the rematch. We talked about it. Add a mid-attack to your hand. 2 of sounds great. First attack is played. Loses 2 keywords. After you check a copy of the card you're trying to play. I think these cards are not very good, but we will. I'm gonna cut it, but it might go back in because of the high block. Interview specialty. If you revealed a card, the only card that reveals is this one. Nothing else reveals? Question mark? That doesn't reveal. This doesn't reveal. This doesn't reveal. I think interview has to leave. I think pure dedication has to leave because we're just not revealing cards. I want these cards to be in here, but they're just blank. Okay, so now we look at difficulty.
That's totally fine. I can save pure dedication for when I build my second May deck.
Perfect. This card is incredible. It says if you get stunned, you get to look at the top card of your deck, which is very good. One for each of its keyword abilities. There's 2 ideas here. Probably not good enough. This card is a 4 of. You got to play that one. 2 charge attacks. Yes. No. Yes. No. 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 Yes. Probably not good enough with only 3. After something leaves your momentum, this makes sense to me. Keyword ability, no. A 1 of is cool because we're trying to find room. Big Sister. Did you open any of these? Samatsu?
All of the ones that were inside the side build are the ones I did not get.
Okay, perfect. Juicebox Hero. I don't hate this. Trading Todoroki. Howard's keyword rating. No. Dragon Fortitude. Are we gonna put it in a 2 of? It's her card. It's a rare. It's her card. You're gonna find out on CCG Player for $1 maybe. It's gonna be pretty cheap.
Yeah, I had to put it in because you know how I build these decks. I always try to make sure the character card gets the most focus.
Nah. This card is cool. Flip, add the top card. Okay. This is a lot of options. Okay, we can for sure work with this. Let's go. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, and our goal is 60 even, right? I got a big scroll. I need more.
As usual.
Low blocks. Look at our low blocks. Easy. And then low blocks here. Anything crazy we want to look at? This one doesn't work. This one could work at a 2 of if we need it. Did we put this in the deck? It was already there, huh? 4. I mean, this could just be a 2 of and probably be fine. Probably be fine. If it happens, it happens. Okay. And then high blocks. This could be a 3 of and be fine. And then we got so many mids. I'm in. I'm so in. 55. I think Frozen Defense is a very, very cool card in this deck because of the fact if it just says -4 damage on our character, because it's -3 and then -1 from Ryukyu herself. And we just don't have to check in order to make it happen. It's a very, very cool idea. We don't need this one. I think this one's cool. What do we use momentum for? You use momentum. You use momentum. One strategic meeting is not bad. You use momentum. One strategic meeting is not bad. We could take you and put you at a 2 of... Is this the list? 59. I gotta find one more card. Let's look back at our block mods. I guess it's... So it's either we take and put... You know, it's just Stars in Our Eyes has to be up by 1. Just to try and find some coverage, you know? And 60, 17, 27, 16. This was a very hard challenge. This was
That was not my
tough.
intention. I was trying to make it easier for you by having the cards on hand right away.
Hey, it was way easier because of this. Having to go through and look at them on UVS Ultra would have been very, very tough. But this was cool. This definitely flexed a weird part of my brain. It was neat. How do you feel about it?
Well, it totally fits with the whole creativity my decks are known for. So it's perfect.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Well, thank you much for the support on Patreon. I do greatly appreciate it every month. I am going to send you your list. You have a good night, okay?
Thank you.
We'll see ya.